Hello and very warm welcome to RAFLIMS. This is Farooq Hussain. In this hands-on video tutorial, we will learn how we can download and install Omeka Classic on Ubuntu 22.04. Here I am going to use AWS free tiers with EC2 instance. So let's start this video, but before we move on, let me show you the website of Omeka Classic. So you just need to write Omeka omeka.org/classic. So there are two versions of Omeka. One is Omeka S and another is Omeka Classic. So you can see the details of Omeka Classic here, and you can see it's showcased. There's some website. These are actually demo sites. So you can see they're using Omeka Classic, and you can also work around with plugins. You can find the themes, downloads. When we complete the installation, we'll talk about the plugins and themes, download, and you can download this version here, and the user manual. So you can find all instructions here, from getting started toward installation and the system requirement and upgrade and configure language and the setting directory permissions. And this is one of the introductory video, and API settings and plugins. If you want to learn more, you can find all details, and there is an introductory video on my channel if you want to know what is Omeka Classic and how it's work, so you can watch that video. Okay, so there you can see the installation, but before installation we need to understand the system requirements, what actually required. So we need a lamp stack. Lamp stack is Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, along with Image Magic. This is one of the plugin or the software that actually used to resize the image. So Apache, MySQL, PHP, and Linux, of course. You can use Ubuntu, you can use Debian or any other Linux distribution. So to install Omeka Classic, there are 7 steps. You can see this is actually easy installation steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's it. So we'll show you how you can install it. Okay, so let's move on. And here I am going to use Omeka. I'm going to install the Omeka Classics. That's about the website, and you can learn more about Omeka Classic on the website if you want to learn, and you can explore this more. Okay, now let us install the system. Okay, to install Omeka Classic on EC2 instance, we need to access EC2 instance through our SSH application that is called PuTTY. So here I just write my username, that is Ubuntu, and the IP address, and then in SSH we have the authentication method. So that is PPK key that we have generated. So I just select this and open. So here you can see this is Ubuntu terminal, and through terminal we can access the Ubuntu on Windows 10 or 11. So here, if you want to learn how we can configure AWS free tier and then EC2 instance, so you can watch the video in the description of this video. So let me enter the sudo here. That is actually for the Ubuntu uh, root. Okay, so you can see now this is one of the guide that I have generated from the Omeka documentation, and there you can see we need to update and upgrade at the very first time. And so here I just right click, I mean the copy, and then right click, so it's just update and upgrade. And then we need to install the Apache, MySQL, PHP, and all required extension. So this command will install all of them. This might not take a long, but this will take some time to install. So we are here, and we can easily install it. So we are going to install Apache, Apache 2, and that is the web. I mean the web host, and then we are going to install the PHP, that is the scripting language, and MySQL, of course, the database, and some extension here. So it's almost done. You can see MySQL is running as bid. So there's a new version available, and I just tap here and then enter. Okay. And then what services I need to restart, I can select here, but just tap to OK and restart. I mean enter. So there you can see we have installed all the required prerequisites here. And at step 3, I need to enter at MySQL, and then I need to create database. But before, you can see what we have installed. We have installed the Apache, MySQL Server, and we have installed some required extension and PHP as well. So now here, let me enter at the MySQL, and then I will create a database that is Omeka, and then the username is Omeka user and some strong password. Exit now, and then I need to download Omeka Classic on a temporary directory, that is folder. So I just cd and temp, I enter there, and here is actually the address. So through wget I actually going to download the zip folder of Omeka Classic, and then I unzip this folder. Okay, so it has done. Let me clear, and then at step 5 I need to move Omeka folder that we have unzipped now to the web directory. So I just exit to the temp directory, and then again I use root. Okay, so this command will move the folder to the web directory, and it will change the name of Omeka 3.1.2 to Omeka. But it has say there is no such file or directory. So Omeka is not exist there. Okay. Yes. Because I exit to the temp directory where we have download and unzip the folder. So I need to enter in the temp directory, and there I can move that is uh, to var www html, that is web directory, and Omeka. I have moved that folder, and now at step 6, what I need to do, uh, actually going to the web directory again, that is Omeka, and we need to configure the okay, this is actually database ini file. So I am looking in the configuration folder, but there is no file. I mean, there's no configuration directory available. So okay, there is on the web directory, we have this file that is called database ini file, and here I need to enter some information about the database, that is the host name and username. So host name is localhost right now, so I just use localhost. And in username, I just write my name. I mean, the user that we have created, that is Omeka user. And I need to provide the password, that is Omeka strong pass 123. And database name, that was Omeka self. And prefix will remain the same, and UTF will remain the same. If you want to assign a port, so you can assign a port here, but let us go with the local host, and I just save here, then exit, Control X, and okay, at step 7 we need to grant the permission to web directory, that is Omeka. In HTML, you can see in var folder we have www folder, and then we have the HTML folder. In HTML folder we have Omeka, so we have granted the permission, and then we need to work with the Apache, so we need to activate the rewrite mode, and then I just restarted Apache. Okay, say we need to use system control restart Apache command. That is a new command to restart Apache. So let me enter. Okay, now at step 9 we need to access the Omeka through this IP address, and there we have to install. I mean, we need to work on the web installer. So here on my web browser, I write the IP address, and that is public IP, and then Omeka, and then install. So here we have the web installer. We need to provide some information here, and then we can move forward. Okay, so the very first thing, that is username. I have write some information here. Uh, so I just actually fill the information here first. I just copy paste here. So the username would be Farooq. It could be Farooq or it could be Raflems. So I just use Farooq. I mean, any username you would like to select, but the password you will provide whatever the password you have uh, selected there on the database, and then confirm the password and the email address. You need to provide the correct email address here so you can actually communicate later on. And then the site administrator email. Again, you need to write your email address. And then site title, whatever the title you would like to, I mean, by site, website title. I just use PDC and archive. And a few description about the website. So I have already write some description. So let me copy here. You can write any description that actually you would like to provide. Your repository, your archive, or your web show, whatever. You can write the description. All actually in one para. And we need to provide the copyright information. So I just use Ahan University as sample. I need to add one copyright symbol here. So I can use Word document to have the symbol. Okay. I have not written the symbol here on Word document, so I just go to the insert, and here we have the copyright symbol. So I just copy this symbol and paste here. Site author information, so you can write your name, and delimiter, tab delimiter would be comma. Okay, that is actually the Mage Magic directory path. USR \bin, not convert. And install and done. So here we have successfully installed the Omeka S, I mean the web installer. So we have the admin dashboard and we have the public site. So to log in admin dashboard, we need to provide the username and the password that we have created. And there you can see we have, this is actually the dashboard, admin dashboard. And yes, let me go to the public site. So there you can see this is the public site, and this will work like this. So here we have item, we need to add some item. You can see these items we can add in Omeka Classic. I mean these types of items. And here we have some plugins already. We have 3 plugins here, and you can see some um, themes. So we can actually design our public site according to these. So you can see I just changed this theme. This is Berlin theme, and this one is Thanks Roy. So thank you very much. We have successfully installed the Omeka Classic on AWS free tiers. We use EC2 instance with Ubuntu 22.04, and this is quite easy. So you can have the command line on the website of Omeka Classic. I also use that website to build this command line. So let me know your comment feedback in the comment section of this video.